Alrighty, so we got no trade on the day. No trade right here. Sadly at the gym, we made this new day opening gap, and I'm like, okay, we're pushing down. So I know once we get some volume, we're gonna rip up to it. Wanted to take this 15-minute close right here, but I was at the gym, missed it. Sadly, that played out. Um, that was kind of rough. I could have passed my account. And then this happened. 10R, bro. Wow. So the idea behind this was we got some T from here to here. NASDAQ just has more volume, right? So, just take it on NASDAQ. Technically take it on ES, but, I just knew that, boom, that NASDAQ would be just a better pair to take it on overall. And you just target the 0.62. This one, if I was on an actual account, this would hurt. I mean, that would be 5.5K on across 5 accounts. That would have been a $27,500 trade. That would have been ridiculous, but chances are I actually would have gotten break even, which that would have hurt a lot, dude. Like a lot. I mean, if I got break even there, I would damn near cry, I think. I'd be like, no, no. Although chances are I probably would have closed at like the 15-minute gap we had right around here. But this is what I marked out, and that shit played out, bruh. The volume tonight has been crazy. Just playing off the fact, okay, we took a draw going to this unfilled 15. And then from there, okay, we're in a range. What are we going to do? Probably flip back down. Could you take it to the 0.79 somewhere like right here? Yeah, maybe, but whatever. It is what it is going into the actual day. What did we have? Would have been longs on ES right here, sponsored by sweeping this low right here pre-market. From there, you would have, had, what is this? I don't know what that is, maybe 1 minute, but from there you have, I actually don't remember what I've marked out there. Oh yeah, you have this little baby 1 hour gap. Chances are you would have taken it to the highs right here. Or if you want to go there, but go break even at the highs and get cooked. But chances are you'd have to, I don't know, man. You would have had to like enter off of that, if you're going to target that. And then if you're going to target the high, probably go here, take it off that maybe. Or if you just took it here, I would have probably entered here or here, right? Stopped somewhere like right there, targeting there. I don't even know if it's 1R, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of cooked. I wouldn't have taken it, but maybe if you put it like right, yeah, 1-to-1, like, not the best, but that was pretty much the idea for today. Yeah, like it's a good everything, just the RR isn't there, so, can't really take it. Let's go ahead and get these notes done real quick. Yeah, I mean, that sucks, dude. I could have passed my account. Wouldn't have had to trade in the morning. Life would have been peak. Would have been nice, but, it is what it is, man. So, I wasn't planning on executing it on it. I was at the gym, so I can't really be too upset about it. But it kind of hurts because every time I mark out an overnight trade, it plays out, and then on my last set of accounts, the 2 times I decide to do it, I lose. Which I think when I actually plan on taking something, since I know it, I feel like something in me, like my thought process, just changes a little bit. Not sure, but I do think that happens, like that plays into it a bit, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it, so just accept it, improve from it, and move on. Well, I can do something about it, but you know what I mean. Have to just look back, see how I can improve, and go from there. The screenshot part is so tedious. I don't like it. I wish there was a quicker way to do it, but sadly, this is what we're working with. Yeah, I know, complaining about 30 seconds of clicking a few buttons. Like, come on, lock in, dude. Um, yeah, I'm kind of just like, damn, bro. I mean, like, if I was on a real account, that would have been a 10K payout. It would have been a 20K payout, you know? It would have just been $500 away from another 10K payout afterwards, which would be insane. Whatever, whatever. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to think about it. But maybe I should think about it. Really go back and understand why it happens to like the truest extent. Like not the bank, by the way. Dude, that's so stupid. I'm not talking about the bank, but you know, like its full extent. Really understand why it happened. Which I think we should go back and do that. We, as in us, as in you and me. But it's like you can't ever do anything right, it feels like, almost. But it's part of learning from the mistakes. You can't learn without taking mistakes. Because if you win and only learn from winning, you develop an ego and you don't get that emotional part, which is key to human nature, emotional intelligence of learning how it feels to that one. How it feels to like lose, really just be disappointed in yourself and know you could do better. Like that is where the true learning comes from. You know, like if you don't give a shit, you don't care to go back and learn, you're not gonna learn. So I'm gonna go ahead. Damn, bro. Literally like ideal day. Like this happens like once a month, dude. I'm gonna go back. Ooh, hairline showing. Cooked. Uh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna look. I mean, do my notes, and then I'll get back. All right, welcome back. Yeah, basically I did everything good. You know, I saw the trade. I don't know what's going on with these typos, bro. You know, I saw the trade. I kind of understood why it was happening. You know, I didn't fully understand it was because we swept those lows. Need to do a better job at doing my analysis. It was brought to light to me by my mentor, and he talked about it later on, but you know, he's really emphasizing like just understanding why things happen and not taking a trade when there's no reason to, just like building a story behind it. My mental was fine. Um, I knew what was gonna happen. The risk to reward wasn't there, so I just knew I wasn't gonna trade. Reason for taking a woman have a taken anything? Like what? Wouldn't have taken anything, dude. What are we doing? What are we actually doing? Wouldn't have taken anything just because the R was not there. Would have been too low, but you know, I just explained that pretty much, so we'll stop there. But let's go ahead, let's look at the 4 hour and really understand why things are happening. So we know we moved up because of the monthly, right? So we understand the monthly, therefore we could go down to the weekly. The weekly, okay, we're ranging, we tap that gap, or we sweep the bottom of the range, okay, it makes sense to go up. All right, we could go down to the daily. Daily, what happened? We show rejection from there, show indecisiveness, then we obviously pick a direction, and then, hang on, today we're in this point where, okay, we could go down or up. We went down, you know, and where did that bring us to? That brought us to a deep retrace, right? So, okay, maybe we should go up from here. So now we can go down to the 4 hour, and then from there, hang on, does, okay, that's what I thought. And then from the 4 hour, we can just look at it and be like, okay, we swept this low, we have our retrace, we're in bullish structure. From there, we're gonna go to the high and an hourly gap. So then go down to the hourly, understand that, okay, we're starting to push up. Let's go to the 15. All right, we get this nice candle followed by this. All right, we're definitely going up. We're breaking structure. Maybe wait for a retrace or something. Go to the 5. See how we're moving? Not the best, but no retrace. Kind of slowish, but by the time we could take something, unless you're taking it to here, you're not really going to get an entry. Um, So yeah, that's how you just paint the picture. Now let's go to the overnight, right? So we understand the monthly, the weekly, the daily. Now let's go to the 4 hour. Right, so we have the 4 hour. What do? We make an SMT off of these highs. Okay, probably want to push lower, right? And then on the hourly, we're starting to push lower. We open and we go lower. Where do we go from going lower? Go right to the 0.79 mark, right? And then from there, start to flip up. And then on the 15, we get this candle. Okay, we're probably going to go up. Protected stop would be at the bottom of the range. Where do we have? We have this unfilled, and then we have this. So we could go break even here and then target this. Or, you could just target that. But see, there's no need to go lower. But I mean, if you were to go to the 5 minute and like try to get a better entry, then you could be like, okay, we got this candle. Technically, this is where my stop would have to be, but I don't see us going down here if we truly want to go up. But in these conditions, I feel like you'd have to play it safe because we could get a deep retrace, with how we've been moving. Possibly we could retrace down here and then go up, or we could fall back into the range. So you really got to play the range bottom. 15 is like the lowest for like continuations right now, I'd say. And then from there, it's like, okay, this puts us at this pivotal point where we create yet another SMT, Anakin! We make another SMT. What does an SMT mean? Compared with, or combined with an unfilled 15. Oh, I know, possible reversal. 10 points Gryffindor. And on the 5, what do we have? Like, okay, we're slowing down, which this is showing the buyers are being trapped. Okay, that's nice. Which, that's something like I've just noticed, like when we push up with no retrace and we slow down like this, chances are we're going to dump, right? And from there, we get this like little 5 minute SMT from this, sorry, from this high, right, to here. It's like, okay, now once we get that, ideally just be scaled down already. We get that SMT. Sure, we have one here, but actually, you probably would have got cooked unless you play up here at the top of the range, But I actually don't know. I actually don't know what I would have done. I possibly would have taken it there. But looking back, it's easy. I looked back when we were down here and marked it out. So looking back, it's easy to be like, okay, I would have waited. But let's understand why that happened, actually. Why this one didn't play out. So we have a high, create a low, and we create a high, right? And just with the conditions ranging, I guess there's really no explanation there. Let's think why we would do that, why we would come up and re-sweep this. So we have an hourly SMT as well. Let's see when this hourly SMT was made. Okay. So the hourly closed here, right? So using that, that puts us at no SMT so far, right? And then the hourly opens, then we push up, we sweep this, don't push up all the way here. Okay, and then we make the SMT, which I guess this would be the top, like this is where you want it, but I don't know, it seems to work out here. So the hourly SMT isn't made until we push up to here, right? Boom, which is right here on NASDAQ. So technically, that would be the SMT, right? Now, why did we re-sweep this and come there to do that? I guess, I don't know. Let's look at this until we understand, though. So, So why would we feel the need to do this? Have something to do with the fib, maybe? Maybe we wanted to tap the 0.79? I don't know. Maybe I should incorporate that if I'm going to take an entry like this, which I haven't really, but I just felt like tonight was a good night for it. But possibly, with how we're moving in a range, we might want to incorporate it with the 0.79 as well, which it made a 0.79 SMT. We didn't tap it on ES, we tapped it there. But then you take it on NASDAQ because you know we're more bearish lower time frame for the day. And then on this one, we failed to make a change in state of delivery on the 5, right? And it wasn't until here we succeeded, which that would have brought our entry down here. So maybe if it's near an hourly close, wait for the hourly wicks to create a SMT, and then also look for 0.79, like wait for that and maybe limit order it, you know, limit order there, shoot, with your stop right there, and then go ahead and target, where was it? I think it was like somewhere around here, but I don't know, possibly like that. Wait for the 0.79. Obviously I'm gonna have to wait for better, like more examples to come to light. Maybe down here we made one, I wasn't paying attention though. Boom, 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 boom. But NASDAQ is more bullish off this. It's like the opposite sides of the SMT are playing out better. Or it could be as simple as NASDAQ has more volume. But let's go ahead and look here. So create SMT here. Boom, boom. All right. But this one played out. We didn't resweep anything. It wouldn't be like that. It would be like, was I doing it wrong? From a high to a low, boom. Now from a low to a high. Oh. So maybe put it there. We tap it. And then here, we tap it. This would be here, right? No, we're doing it from here, the SMT point. I guess instead of being too analytical about it, just like before, I noticed that like I was able to, I caught one by not being too analytical, but just waiting for, you know, made a higher time frame SMT like that. And instead of like looking for a 1 minute SMT, I instead just like was watching us chop, and then I'm like, and I would just get a good feeling, be like, okay, we're probably gonna do that, but maybe on the correct pair, limit ordering the 0.79 mark, but we don't even tap it on this one. But at the same time, I'm doing way too much right now, you know, like when you're analyzing this hard, it's like, what are we doing? The 1 minute holds no value, but I mean, Dude, this trade would have just been. I mean, realistically, would they have to, like, if you catch something like that, do they just move you to live? Or are they just like, you're not rinsing us that hard, dude? Goodbye. I don't know, but you guys get the picture. I mean, I guess it makes sense. SMT, higher time frame SMT, unfilled 15, ranging, and within the range, we tap the 0.79. Like, everything is just adding up here. I guess I could, instead of focusing on SMTs, wait on the 1 minute, be like, okay, we're in a good point of reversal. We're slowing down. Let's just limit where to the 0.79 through 9-point stop. You don't gotta risk the full if you don't want to. Maybe just 250 instead of 500, but I don't know. You guys get the picture. Let me know what you think. I'm kidding. No one watches these. The people that do watch it for like 30 seconds. Anyways, but yeah, going tomorrow. Good mindset. Got a nice pump today. Bro, the pets are coming in. But we're not the leanest. Anyways, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Ew, y'all can hear that? Dude, I talk so weird when I can hear myself. It like makes me slur. It's weird. Like I can hear everything you guys hear right now. Dude, that's my finger barely touching the desk. Wait, let's hear. Dude, I can't even hear that in real life. Oh, that's so... Wait, you guys gotta hear this. Dude. Oh, it's so weird. I don't like it. It literally makes me slow down. I'm not even doing it on purpose. Like talking normal is kind of hurting my brain. Wait. Okay, when I drink normal, you guys can't hear it. Yard. Anyways, that was kind of gross. Sorry. I did that on purpose. Let's go like this. Bow. I can still hear me, but you guys can't. Dude, I sound drunk. I need to stop. Ugh. Anyways, I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Oh, crazy move. Fuck. I mean, bro, we rip up 200, come down 200. Like, wow. It hurts, bro. It hurts. I wish I could catch these. I could. I just need to, like, do I want to be someone who's on the chart 9:30 to 11, 11 to 12 doing notes, 12 to 12:30 to 1 making a video about the chart, go to the gym, come home, prepare for the chart again? Like, do I want to be that? I wouldn't mind if I have nothing else going on. And on a good day, just check real quick, be like, okay. I notice, like, a lot of the time, like a new day opening gap, we'll instantly fill it, but the days that we don't, we tend to do like a push down and then a good move. Anyways, stay diligent. Do your due diligence. Anyways, do due diligence. Anyways, I say anyways a lot. I don't like it. Let's get that out of my vocab. Can we get a counter on the screen? I'm not editing this. But yeah, just stay aware. Do your due diligence. Try to stay on top of why the market is moving, why it moves. And take some good trades, baby. Yeah, and we also made an SMT off this, SMT off that, SMT off that, 0.79, 0.79. Like, dude, it's freaking chart language. Catch y'all tomorrow.